So when you return to that sense of self, is it just like a void, like nothingness?
To your ego, it is. That's how the ego denies it. Right? Because it says it's just a void. It's nothing. There's nothing of value there. And that is the complete opposite of reality. Everything is here. This is the infinite potential of the divine. Everything's here, and it's not a thing. So the ego is your mind, you could say. The ego is not here when you get there, because this is a finite entity, and this is an infinite entity, and this finite mind can never get its arms big enough to get around the infinite and know the infinite. It can't do it. So what does it do? It collapses in failure and says, then it can't exist. That this can't exist. It's a void. It's a vacuum. It has no value. Ignore it. Yet, when you get here, you will realize that you don't disappear, that you've always been here, that it's who you are. When you say, I am, you are referring to this. It's the most infinite knowledge, inherent, direct, infinite knowledge that is known. So no. It's not a void. It's not nothing. It's every no thing.
And is that like the silence that kind of allows like peace and like love to really like shine through everything?
So when you analyze self, because it's infinite, it doesn't have any boundaries. It's not limited by anything. So that is the description of boundless freedom. And so you experience yourself as boundless freedom. Right? There's no self. Self is everything and nothing happening everywhere and nowhere. It's not contained in this outline of a person and body anymore. It's everywhere and nowhere. And that's freedom. And because it's infinite, it's whole and complete in itself. It has no lack. It doesn't need anything else because it already is everything else. And that is the experience of wholeness and completeness and peace. Because it's at peace with itself, because it has and is everything.
Yeah, so basically like these people who have reached like these very high states of consciousness, they can like they're just like not limited to the feelings of their own body. But like they just must have achieved like such a high level of like becoming the self, like just like identifying fully with it.
Yeah, it's not a level thing. It's the realization of what has always been. You're not gaining anything. You're remembering what you've always been. That's not a level. It's the end of levels.
But can you transcend the does that mean you can transcend the boundaries of your body?
What's left to transcend when you're already everything?
Yeah.
It's a misnomer to say you're going beyond or transcending something here. Because that means that to go beyond the mind or the ego, well, first you've got to get to the ego and then go beyond it and transcend it, which means that you're acknowledging the ego exists. This message is prior to ego. You're seeing what is prior to ego and what ego has arisen out of. And you're just hanging out back here going, no, I'm just going to hang out back here. Anything other than this is just, it's an illusion. It's creating all of my problems. Why don't I just hang out back here in myself, which is whole and complete?
I see. Yeah.
You don't need the message. You don't need anything because you realize you are everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you already know that because I can see it in your smile. It's the dead giveaway. You can't hide it. Your self can't hide itself when it knows itself.